What's going on YouTube? Oh geez, Nitro RC's here coming at you from, well, sort of the Nitro corner. You're probably wondering why I'm sitting here staring at this Losi, this 8T we have sitting here with a dynamite pipe that needs to go on it. But yeah, that's because the corner is kind of tore up right now. And yeah, we're gonna talk about that for a second, and you guys can see what I gotta deal with, because I gotta fix this. But bam, there you guys go. Now you can see everything. We got everything tore up here, guys. Yeah, we have everything from. Let me get my tablet here so I can't tell what you guys can see and what you can't see, because I don't have my stuff on. But yeah, my Traxxas, my Slash, my late model circle track car with the Mugenhauser tires on it, 4-pole engine in the back of that sumbitch. Yeah, 4-pole motor, because it's electric motor. Got the LXT, the LX2 that I have sitting right here. Yeah, this is my bad boy right here. He gets to run 4S all day. He's 4S too. Yeah, this ECX that I got, this little amp, I'm gonna fix this up and give it to my friend. Yep, for the grandkid. So I got to get that one in order. I went and got the bodies for my Savages, all the wheels that go with the circle car over there, the late model. They go on the mighty Traxxas. Extra springs for it. You got to have those shocks when you're ripping them corners, guys. And Savage tires, parts, batteries, my lipo bag. Yep, everything's kind of scattered around, and I got to get this put away, guys, and then I'm going to bring you right back, because the only thing we're going to do is we're going to talk about all the Savage parts that I got in these bags that I have to sort out. We're going to dump out just exactly what I need to get started on this jumper build. This Savage is going to be built just for jumping. That's it. Speed and flying is going to be his MO. So I'll bring you guys right back here in just a second, as soon as I get this stuff cleared off, so we can set the table and get these parts laid out. All right, guys? Hold on. Be right back. All right, what's going on, YouTube? Let's get this started. Wanted to put this in here real quick, though, talking about, you guys seen the mess that I had going on over here, so I got most of it put away, so at least I can work on the table, and we can start working on these trucks and stuff like that, or get going. I can show you what I'm going to do, or what I'm wanting to do. But before I did all that, I wanted to talk to my boy Rinks a little bit before we get started. Cool dude. I got a lot of respect for him for a reason that he doesn't even realize. Probably doesn't care either way, but still figured I'd throw this out there anyway, is for the fact that he's a racer. He is a legit racer. Anybody, and I've been wanting to say this for a while, anybody can take anything and run it down the street, or run it across the yard, or do whatever we do with them, us bashers. But to be a racer, which is something that I did too, that's a whole different ballgame. You gotta really get into what you're doing, and you gotta understand the whole monster when you do something like that. It's kind of like, we'll compare it to buying an RTR vehicle of some kind, whether it be a car or a truck, and then buying a kit where you build the whole thing from the screws up, so you actually get to appreciate what you're doing. Well, it's the same way with racing. You buy an RTR, put gas in it, turn it on, start it up, get it running up and down the road, and do whatever you want to do, and that's all fine and dandy. But to go buy one, or to even go deeper, one step further, which is something that Rinks is getting ready to do too, and I envy him for this, because I don't have any indoor tracks close to me. I mean, even remotely close that I know of. I might have to drive a little ways for him next year, but he's getting ready to build up that Associate he got, and I'm probably going to butcher this again, the B5 I think he got, or something like that, the Associated 10 scale carpet buggy that he just locked onto. I don't know what it's called, so I apologize for that. Like I said, I probably just butchered that. But anyway, if you watch his last video of his Black Friday sales, or what he bought himself. He got one, and it's the cream of the crop. It's the bad of the bad, and that sucker's gonna run. And I can't wait to see what he does with it. But off all of that, he's a racer, and he knows that when you put something on the track, no matter what it is, and whether you have a 5-minute main or a heat, a 5-minute heat, or a 10-minute heat, or 15-minute qualifier, or whatever, or if you're in the mains, if you make it to your main and say like you have a 30-minute main, or even like the pros, the big dogs that are running 45 minutes, it wears you the F out to sit there and squeeze trigger, and to have that trigger control to where you're just feathering that trigger as you're coming out of the corner. You let off and you coast around the corner or into the turn, and then you're accelerating real slow and easy as you're coming out. And while you're doing that, you're wheeling, and you ain't doing this, the clicking that we call it. Your hand never leaves your wheel, and you're steadily just on and off the trigger and on and off the wheel, and you got to have your shit together to do that. And to do that for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, or 15 minutes will wear you out. It is such a physical thing that people don't even realize. It's crazy. Your arms lock up, your hands, you're shaking, and if you're not shaking and if you're not nervous, get the hell out of the hobby, because you're not enjoying it. I've watched Ryan Mayfield come down off the stand shaking, Dakota shaking. I've seen them all shaking, because you better be shaking, or you don't love it enough anymore, and you need to start playing checkers or doing something else, flying kites, because you don't need to be on a track racing cars. But I wanted to do this and talk about this because this is my circle track car, and late model body style, big sucker, as they all are, and it's Traxxas slash Hoosier wheels. I have 5 bags of wheels, different compounds, different colors, yellows, blues, blacks, whites, springs, different compound springs, outside, inside springs, suspension crank down on the inside, not on the outside. I'm running, I pulled these out to show. I'm running this old stuff, old Rockstar 4-pole, brushless 5200 kV. This sucker will scream. I think I'm running a 24, yeah, 24 tooth, 48 pitch pinion gear on it, and kicking it off with a good old hobby wing. Yep, my 10BL60, 2S or 3S on this bad boy. And what pops in it mostly, because it's almost uncontrollable as it is, you can imagine, if anybody's ever driven anything that's just 2-wheel drive, which is what these are. I run the 5200 or the 8000 milliamp Z batteries, the 100Cs, and the 2S, and I'll strap those in there and just rip, and it'll run all day, and it is stupid fast. I mean, this thing is crazy. So I can what's the word I'm looking for? I can understand Rinks when he's talking about racing and stuff. I've watched his races. I watched him, run the slash class, or and stuff, and it's wild, because the smaller ones, the 18th scales and the 10th scale buggies, whether they run foam tires on them or whether they're sticking with the soft rubber compound, the velocity that these little cars get is just stupid. It is crazy. And that's where everything involves control. I didn't race the minis when the 18Ts first came out 100 years ago. All I ran was the 8 scale or the 10 scale sedans. I ran TC4s, Associated, and X-Ray, but I got away from the X-Rays because I hated belt-driven cars. So I went to the TC4s because they were shaft-driven. To me, everybody says they're not as smooth, they're not as fast. I thought they were pretty good, so that's what I was comfortable driving. And being heavy-handed anyway, I got along really good with the shaft-driven cars, and I won a few races, and it's a good time. But you don't. I mean, Rinks was talking about. I think he was talking about his differential diff cases. I could be wrong. I imagine he'll correct me or whatever. But if you go back and watch his last video, he talks about ripping the screws out, because you will. And I've done the same thing. I've pulled the screws out of differential cases, bulkheads. I've ripped the screws out of the rear ends, front ends, because the G-forces of these cars are turning when you're on a track and you're getting 1,000% traction is just ridiculous. But it's all just a blast. But I wanted him to see my late model car, and you know, it's this sucker will run. It is stupid. It'll pull the wheels off the ground. I mean, it is just nuts. In the dirt, it's crazy. On asphalt, it's even worse. You know, I almost want to put foamies on it to run it, to go out and do some parking lot maps with it, because most parking lots have big islands in the middle of them someplace, and it's the perfect oval track to run around one of those. But I want Rinks to see this and show him what I play with a little bit, and I really want to get back into the 10 scale carpet cars, because he said he's a carpet racer, and I totally relate is the word I was looking for. I can relate to him 1,000%, because I'm a basher and I'm a nitro guy 1,000%. But you haven't experienced a high until you've had a brushless, ridiculously fast 10th scale car, whether it be a buggy or a sedan, with foamies or rubber on a carpet track, and you're running a brushless system. It is just, it's an experience that you all should just check out, once the ones that haven't done it, because the hookup on asphalt, on a good groomed asphalt track road course, is bad enough, but you get these things on carpet, and you just watch some videos on the carpet racing, it is ridiculous. So the 10 scale associated that he just bought, I've got my eye on. I'm checking that out too. I'm also looking at the minis, the 18 scale mini T's, because those things are just fabulous. You can run them through your house and build little tracks for them, and you know, you get the little foam mats from the damn hardware store someplace, or any big box store. You can get a stack of them damn things, like people lay down on the floors for their kids to play on. That's the perfect track. You can lay that around your house and just zip around and just have a blast with them, or outside. You can build your own tracks outside with them. That's what guys use in the parking lots and stuff. It's the same shit. So it's an experience. It's a good time. It is ridiculously fast, fun, and actually not too expensive. And yeah, I mean, you can dump $400 or $500 and snap the fingers into something just by putting a good set of shocks, you know, and some stabilizers on it or something, you know, or whatever, just to get that grip, because you don't want these things to move very much when they're turning that many G-forces. But it is a blast. And I wanted to let Rinks know, hey bro, I'm right there with you. I'm a nitro guy, die hard through and through. That's how you guys see me play with. But the electrics are right there too. I mean, I enjoy both of them. There's no questions about it. I mean, I'm more biased towards the nitro, of course, because of the engines and the fuel and the noise and everything like that. But when it comes to turning laps on a carpet, it's really, really hard to beat that. Right down to the point to where, you know, I also have, sorry about that. I also have my LX2E, which you guys will, you know, see again probably. But this thing is the same way. You know, I'm running two 2S batteries in here, running a 4S system in it. I have a dynamite system in this, the fuse, and this sucker, this 1800 kV is ridiculous. This buggy will flat out scoot, and it is the mirror twin to my LX2 Nitro, except this one, yep, runs off the big batteries, and I'm running the 1500 milliamp hose in it, and they work really, really, really well. So fun times, man. I mean, it's just a blast, guys. It's just a blast. But I wanted to give a little shout out to my boy Rinks, to let him know, hey bro, I can relate to your passion about carpet racing, and he has a blast there. I wish he would do more videos from there, but I also understand that when you're racing, you don't have time to worry about videos and pictures and stuff like that. You're there to get your race on. You know, he just needs to slap a GoPro on his head and walk around and just let the camera do its business, and just you know, focus on racing, because you know, the races I've seen him do are awesome. I'd love to live close enough, even if he was an hour away. I'd love to you know, to go bang with him, because they get a little vicious in there, and it's definitely racing. But I can't wait for him to get the buggy out there that he just got. Yeah, I can't wait for him to put that together. I asked him if he was going to put it together, you know, for a kit to do a build scene on it, like I did for the Kyosho MP10T, because that is a race edition truggy. And he said he didn't know, because he really wanted to concentrate on putting it together and put it together, you know, take his time with it, so everything was done right and tight. I can appreciate that too and understand that. But when he gets that thing done, I can't wait to see it on the track for the first time, because I know how it's going to hook up already. I already know what it's going to do. I can't wait to see it. But anyway, we're going to get on with the main video. I just wanted to prop this in here real quick, show off a couple of my signature e-cars that some guys know I have, and some guys don't know that I have. And they'll go, yeah, because it is a passion of mine. I am a true RC guy, and I am a true racer. I will race anything, electric, gas, nitro, it doesn't matter. And I really enjoy the hobby through and through to the purest, because I don't discriminate against anything, whether it's electric or nitro, and nobody else should either. We're all here to do the same thing. Look at that bearing spin. That tire will spin for the next 2 weeks. It won't even stop. So appreciate you guys. I'm gonna get on with the next video, or with the rest of the video I should say. This is gonna cut right into the rest of them. You guys are gonna see what I'm building next. Me and Rinks talked about that too, and I hope I explained it a little bit better of what I'm gonna do, bro. And maybe you can kind of see what I'm gonna do, because he's real curious to see how this is gonna work. And me too, I guess, but I've done it before, so we're gonna see how this is gonna fly. Literally fly. But all right, guys, stick with me. The main video is coming up next. Be right back. What's going on, YouTube? Well, it's kind of a little bit better here. Let me see, kind of, not really. It's like I can see my table a little bit anyway. But yeah, what's going on, peeps, on this Tuesday night? OGs, Nitro RCs, coming at you from, you know it, it's the Nitro Corner. It's where we get shit done, talk shit, fix shit, sometimes even break shit while we're here. But this is where we get shit done, either way. One way or the other, there's some shit happening. So yeah, but yep. How you guys doing tonight? I hope pretty good. Episode 55, which is nothing really in particular. We're just going to talk, a little channel update, nothing major, you know. Besides the fact that you guys are kicking ass in the sub department. Oh my God, I got a comment or thing from YouTube saying congratulations on having over 3,000 hours watched. Yeah, that's freaking crazy. I have like almost 4,000 hours watched, and if I had 500 subs, yeah, OG would be doing pretty good right now. But you know, hey, I'm happy with what I got right now. I think I got 230 subs, I think I got. Yeah, you guys are kicking ass for me, man. You guys are kicking ass for me, and I appreciate it, love and respect each and every one of you guys all the way through. But I was like, wow, you guys are watching my stuff that much. So I have almost 4,000 hours watched in a couple months I've been doing this. That is crazy, guys, crazy. But love you for it, man. Keep it up, please, guys. Keep supporting the channel like you're doing. You're killing it. Keep crushing those like buttons, you know, and subscribing if you haven't subscribed already. I'd greatly appreciate it. Let's keep this train rolling, because we're obviously doing something right now. Yes, I mean we, all of us, are obviously doing something right for my channel here, because you guys are making it rock. So let's keep it going. But nothing major to report in today. Got some little whatever mail call, which is nothing really. I mean, I think this is some linkage that I ordered. Really, I got the Brick going on in the background. And whenever I said the Brick, guys, I'd call Haggard by his name if I said I had Haggard going on. But whenever I say the Brick, I usually I mean Kevin back there. He's back there going over the top stuff for 2024 or something or another. Yeah, but I just ordered some hot bodies, part number HB 67520s, and then the HB 67520s, both linkage kits. It's all the artist linkage kits with the grub screws, the stoppers, and where you guys at? I got you in a different spot right now. I put you guys are like right here on my left shoulder. I mean, you're like right here. I could turn my face and go. You guys are right there, so I'm going to get used to this one. But yeah, you're I just bought the linkages and stuff for the truggies or for the buggies, whatever I might need them for. Picked them up at a good price. So yeah, that's all that was going on for that, guys. And then I did get the Protect clutch spring setter, which is what that is. It's not much different than what I just pulled out with that Losi thing, but this is some heavy duty metal type shit. And all that is, that's just a hook piece of metal. It's just a hook piece of metal with a slit in it to grab the spring and pull the spring around in the back of the clutch nut. That's all that's for. So I guess Protec part number PTK 8201 True Torque clutch shoe and spring assembly tool is what it says. It ain't much of a tool, guys. It's just a piece of flat metal with a hook in it. I paid a lot of money for it. So yeah, you know me, I'm going to sit here and keep doing it with my fingers and screwdrivers and stabbing myself like you guys have watched me do 100 times. But I did get this. Yes, I did. I did get this. Protec RC engine heater, the blue flame. This one, why I didn't go with this one the first time, why I went with dynamite, is because I love dynamite. I have dynamite everywhere. I have dynamite chargers over here, dynamite glow warmers over here, dynamite this, dynamite that. I mean, yeah, you know, I use a lot of dynamite stuff, and so I figured, okay, well, let's get the dynamite head warmer. All right, well, you see that big, you see what that turned into. You guys seen the video? Look at that. Yeah, that's a gem. That's a gem right there, guys. I mean, hell, that thing's burned up too big for me to even use it for a sock, to pull the electronics through it and just use this as a set down on top of the head warmer. I'm going to put some kind of wool or stitch a sock inside that damn thing, you know. Oh, I can't even use it like it is for garbage. So yeah, anyway, we went ahead and got the Protec RC one, and the whole thing behind this one is it was like 58 bucks. Yeah, it's literally 20 something dollars more expensive than the dynamite one. I think it's $28 more, but there might be a reason why you paid $28 more for it, if this sumbitch ain't gonna catch on fire like that one over there did. But yeah, but everything else seems to be the same. I mean, I can smell it. I can smell the oil in it. And here, look what we have here, guys. Look what we have here. More lamp wick right there. But this lamp wick looks like it's glued into place, or it's got something on it holding it into place. Yeah, but look, it's the same stuff as, this is all I have left of the other one that burnt. Remember, you guys seen that in the video? Remember you watched that one go up in flames? Well, look, it's the same shit. So yeah, we'll have to see how this one does too, guys. We'll have to see. I noticed one thing about this right now. You see this temperature line? This is what controls your thermostat. That's behind that insulator, and it's on the outside. This one, the dynamite one, was never set up like that, guys. You could see where it was supposed to be stuck on there, but it wasn't stuck on there. And you can see where that thing right there was supposed to be like way down inside here. I'm guessing behind that, like this one, but it wasn't. It's not even long enough to fit down there. So this thing was just randomly hanging out here, not controlling the thermostat. It never knew how hot it was getting, guys. It just kept getting hotter and hotter and hotter. So that tells me to go buy a piece of lamp wick, which I have lots of it, because like I said, we use it for survival situations, and glue it to this sumbitch right here again, and make sure the thermostat is behind it back here, which it still isn't long enough. It's not long enough to hit past the coil, but that might work if I can get it to stay there, or pull more of this heater line out, cut this tubing off from here, and see if I can make that longer. we might be able to salvage this. You know me, guys. I'm a pack rat. I'm not going to give up on anything. I'm going to try to make it. I'm going to try to make anything work again. So yeah, we might check that out, fellas. We might try to make this dynamite one work again. Why? Well, we got a brand new project one here. I don't know. Just something to do. Just something to do. But the project one, see how far that regulator, that thermostat line comes down there? It comes all the way down into the heat pad. So yeah, this one's a little bit better made already, guys. A little bit better made already. So we'll leave that up in there. Make sure we got it sitting right here. Okay, right there. We're going to use the same battery, the 5200 milliamp 3S ADC 11.1 volt Z battery, just like what we used in the dynamite. We're going to use the same battery for the Protec, and we're going to see what happens. And it also looks like I got to change plugs again. I cut this off, put this one on here, so now I got to cut this off and solder a Dean's on. I'm glad I got some Dean's over there in that box, so I got to change that. Oh, so if I'm going to change the battery to a Dean's, then I better change this one to a Dean's too, in case I try reusing this one again. So yeah, fun stuff, guys. Fun stuff. All right, let me wind this up, guys, and stick this in this Protec box. I know this is a little blasphemy going on here, but you guys will be all right. You just don't know, you just don't know. All right, leave that battery there. It's my 3600 milliamp Z battery that I use for my Roto Start, backup battery for my Roto Start. And there's your battery terminals. It's running off a 12 volt battery if you have one sitting there someplace in your pit area or in your pit box. So yeah, that was pretty much our haul for the mail, guys. I was thinking about buying myself some Christmas, but I bought so much shit in the last couple months, 3-4 months. I don't know. I've been thinking about snatching up that Kyosho 10 scale touring car that's at A Main for $300, I think it is, or whatever it is. The D8. I think that's the one it is. Well, guys, I'll tell you exactly which one it is. Let me find it. Songs in my head now, stuck in my head. But I've looked at it a few times on here. And it's a kit. But it's a kit that comes with an engine. Or I can say motor. No, it is an engine. It'd be a Nitro engine. The only thing it doesn't come with, I think, is electronics. But it's a kit. And yeah, it's one of the cheaper models, but it'd be nice to have another one just to slap together. The FW06, which isn't the FW06 anymore. It's 10 scale Nitro touring car kit. Let me get this up so you guys can see it. Yeah, see that? Yeah. Nice little car, nice little buggy. Oh, look. It went from being available yesterday to now it's back ordered. Well, so much for that idea. See how quickly your dreams can crash and burn like the Hindenburg? That's because it's Christmas time, boys, and that was a good deal. Can't be sleeping on anything nowadays, fellas. That sucker will be gone. Gone. All right. We're 12 minutes in. Let's get on with what we originally here for. We're going to get everything around for the build for the jumper, the jump truck. And I'm trying to think of what we're going to name him, but we're going to call him something. I might give him the name of like I said, my first Savage that I ever owned, because his name was, and I'm not going to tell you. Wait till you see the paint job, because it'll be on the side of the truck on the paint job, and the paint job will be red. His body will be red, and the name on the truck will be in white on the side of the truck, exactly like I had 23 years ago. Yep. But anyway, we're going to use the carbon fiber chassis. Yes, we are. And I tried looking around. I thought I had a plastic. I know where it's at now. I lost that already. I just had some bitch up here. I thought I had a plastic grab handle but I don't. And if I have to take one off one of the other trucks, see, I have the roll cage for it, which is cool, the plastic roll cage, but I don't have the handle. I don't have the neck. And I like using the metal ones. Yeah, they really supply a lot of support to the truck. And since he's going to be a high flyer, I thought about using him. But then again, I also thought about taking one of the roll bars off one of the other trucks to use with this and put that on there to also protect the engine, even though I'm not really that concerned about the engine as much as I am the rest of the truck, because if he's going to be flying like that, yeah, I don't know. I don't know, guys. One way or the other, that's gonna happen. That's gonna happen. But then I also have this problem of what I wanted to do, because I have that plastic tote down here. Hold on, guys. Let me get a drink of my tequila. My rabies is acting up. Okay. I also gotta wipe this camera off too. I just had my manas all over it a while ago. Manas is Swahili for hands. But yeah, because I got that whole truck in that box, as you guys have already seen, underneath here. But something you haven't seen yet, I thought I had it up here, but I don't. I think I put it in the box for the other one, and I did. I also have a complete truck. There's a complete Savage X, minus the chassis, and this bag right here, everything. So I also thought about using this truck and just transferring everything over to the chassis, which is what I might do, because I really took a lot of time in cleaning this truck up, and the skid plates are in really, really good shape. Everything's in really good shape. This has the enclosed A-arms on it though, and I can't have the enclosed A-arms because I'm thinking about doing double big bore shocks, so I have to have the open A-arms. So I'll probably be just using the orange pieces out of this, because I'm going to use the orange with the black carbon fiber chassis. That's what I'm going to do. So that's why that bag's important. We'll leave him over there. Not to mention the roller that you guys just see me tear apart that I got on that one trade that I stripped down with the black body. Yeah, that's in pieces too. So we're going to get in here, and here's the orange and everything here. See, washers are here, screws are here, washers are here. No, screws are here. Oh, where's my screws at? So yeah, orange bell crank, orange saber, steering servo saver. So that's good. So we're done with that bag. As I get done with these, I can throw these bags back underneath this table, because what you can't see is this big ass empty box. Look at that sucker. This was just one of the boxes, guys, that I filled full of parts. So that can go down there. And let's grab a radio box. Sticky Model, good radio box, guys. There's one right there, but he ain't got no rubber binky in there to keep everything in place. And here's an older one with the pins. This is one of the OG ones, guys. This come off one of my shelf queens. Look at how good a shape this is. Can you see this? This thing is cherry. This is a vintage box from one of my shelf queens. They come off off one of my 25s. Because it's got the forward pins, everything, and this is original. This thing is 20 something odd years old and in mint condition. See, it's one of these, but with a top. It's got one of these in it, which holds your on and off switch. And these right here go to the front and clip into here like that. And that clips in the back like that. And your battery sits underneath here, and your electronics sit up on here. This is old school. I don't have a top for this one. I don't know why, but I don't. And here's another older, dirtier one. So we're gonna go with this one. That decision was easy. For now. For now. So now I can put this back in here and put this back in here. Don't forget, I have the radio boxes and the radio trays for the one that's in the bag, the one that's in the plastic tote down below us, and the one behind us that we took apart. So you guys are seeing these parts as I'm finding them and pulling them out of here, guys. All right, now we're going to get to the differential flow test in a second, and let's look at these shocks first off, guys, to see if we have shocks. Oh, and here's the tranny. Let me get this over here and get it in place so you guys can see that the transmission. Listen how quiet that is, guys. That thing, I got that so greased up and clean in there and quiet, it is insane. It's a brand new built 2-speed, and our brand new engine is going to go in there. You know that already. And our chassis plates and our bars and our transmission. All right, let's do that. And we're not going to use any of this because we're going to use the orange ones. And I think the orange ones are in the bag, so we're not going to need these, but we'll leave them up here in case we're missing something. But I want to get in here first after I put these transmissions down below, because we're done with these. All the transmissions are done. All right. Now let's see what we got in here for shocks. Because the big bores with the gold shafts are supposed to be the titanium ones. Oh, you guys can't see where I'm going. Okay. Yeah, with the gold shafts are supposed to be the titanium ones, and these are the regular ones, or the silver ones. But you know what? They look the same to me, guys. I mean, honestly, what do we got? 3.5. 3.5, yeah. You know, 3.5 mil, 3.5 mil. Okay. So they're the same size anyway, as far as that goes. So if we do that, get this towel out of here for right now, guys. We gotta take care of that shit too. Our mail call stuff. And there's our handle. And our other handle. So yeah. So anyway, I know we should have enough to do both. See, there's two, there's 3, there's 4, and where's the last one at? Right there, 4. There's 8 big bore shocks, guys. And we're going to try to put 8 big bore shocks on this Savage. And understand what a lot of guys are talking about. And when we were discussing it in Rinks's live stream the other day, they were curious to see it work, having doubts, but curious, because when I was talking about, see, that's some heavy duty springage, guys. I mean, heavy duty, boys. I mean, heavy. There's probably 7 pounds, 7 or 8 pounds there. A trigger pulls, good trigger pull, 3-4 pounds, average 6 pounds. That's 10, 8, 9, 10 pounds right there per shock. And there's going to be 8 of them. That's 80 pounds. Now, do your math. 10-pound truck, 9-pound, 8-pound truck, we make it light enough, dropping from 20, 30 feet in the air, you know, and do your math, you know, at an average fall rate, speed, 30 pounds, or 10 pounds, 8 pounds, falling 30 feet, you know, you're going to need about, what, 10 pounds per side, which rounds out to being 10, 10, 10, 80 pounds, which is going to be about 60 pounds falling. So I think it'll work. And they were wondering about me killing them on the inside and making them deadhead. And that's because I'm going to shrink them down an inch, about like that, and then put fuel line in there to stop them from expanding back up. They won't be able to reinflate, so to say, or to what, you know, they're going to be down here like this. They're constantly going to be loaded. So when it hits, it's going to be a very hard hit, because the springs aren't going to have that flex, which like anything, kinetic energy, once it gets moving, it will bottom out. Well, if you already take the energy out of it, if you already take the spring out of it and kill it, like I'm talking about doing, like deadheading it, and then it hits, it doesn't have that far to move. So it's a lot stiffer of a hit, kind of like landing on a pillow, like poof. It's gonna kill the impact as soon as it lands, and that works really good on regular HPI shocks. These big suckers should work even more, especially if I can mount 8 of these on a tower all the way around the truck and put 100-pound shock oil in here and look at the pistons. And if the pistons are 4 pistons, or if they're 3, that's even better yet. But if they're 4, maybe I take a glue gun and glue one of them shut. Because me and Rinks were talking about that too. You know, being 4-hole pistons is going to let a lot of oil through there. But don't forget, I'm using 100-pound oil, 100-weight oil. That's heavy shit. And if I take those holes and re-drill them at an angle, or stick a soldering gun in each hole and melt them shut, that's basically all you do. You just run your soldering gun through and pull out very easily, and it tear drops out and it seals that piston shut. And then I drill 3 holes instead of 4, or 2 holes. You know, I can fix them myself however I want to. This is where you got to get, if you're going to kill your suspension, you have to make up for it someplace. And where I'm making up from it is by not having just 4 of these, 1 on each corner. I'm going to have 8, 2 on each corner. Plus, these things probably come standard with, I think, 10 pound, maybe at the heaviest, I think 15-pound shock oil in each shock, because there's so many shocks. I'm going 100-pound per shock. So the suspension is going to be so rigid already, it's going to be crazy. So even that little half-inch or 1-inch suspension on 8 shocks is going to be more than enough to slow it down with tire size and the flex and everything else. I think it'll work really, really good. Real good, guys. I think it's going to work really good. So we're going to try it. What can happen? You know, well, you're going to break this or break that. Yeah, on a standard shock, but with 8 big-bodied shocks, to where you have the fluid capacity like you do on an 8-scale buggy, because your standard HPI shock is half this size. I mean, there's some little skinny things, pencil size. You know, they look almost like that sitting next to it. So we're doubling shock size, doubling reservoir size, doubling, going 10 times heavier on the shock oil. And plus we're going to kill it and take a lot of the preload out of it. Yeah, I think it's going to work really good. Real good. So anywho, onward. Now we're going to see what I have for bumpers and skid plates. I think I used my new ones I had, because I had a set of new ones. I think those were what I put on Junior. I think when I built Junior, no, it was the Beast with the 3.2, the Force 3.2. Yeah, and we're not talking about that, because you guys are running around like it's a goddamn end of the world shit. You know, it's being talked about on every channel. You know, I got tired of hearing it. You know, SH this, Force that, oh my God, LRP this, you know, HPI that, you know, Dynamite this. Guys, those companies are all independently owned. None of them are in cahoots with Force. Force has been going out for a long, long time. That's why you haven't been able to find a Force engine anywhere. That Force 3.2 and that Force 25R that I got sitting right up there, I found those in Australia on eBay, because you can't find Force engines anywhere. You haven't been able to find them for a long time, because Force has been in trouble. They've been struggling. But what have you been able to find? Because you can't find Force engines. Everybody's been buying the shit out of SH engines. They've been buying the shit out of Dynamite engines, LRP engines. You know why? It's because all those companies are Golden Lion, you know, and Metrics and companies like that are owned by that. You know, they're their own entities. They're their own groups. They have nothing to do with Force, guys. So stop panicking like you need to go buy the last roll of toilet paper, you know, because Hurricane Force is coming or whatever. Just don't worry about it. There's nothing going down. We're not going to lose anything. Nothing. Nothing at all. Dynamite's still going good. I mean, SH is still going good. HPI is making a comeback. You know, they're the Trackstar engines and stuff like that, which again have absolutely nothing to do with Force. Hold on, guys. My nose is killing me. I'm either going to sneeze or cough right now. Oh, been battling sinuses. Wake up in the morning and you can't even breathe because of stuff running down your throat all night long. But anywho, yeah, stop worrying about frickin' Force engines, guys. It's not going to affect anybody. And these are brand new, boys. Oh, there's another good one in shape. another one. Okay, so we're gonna go with the first two that I grabbed. Those appear to be the best of the best of the best. That's why you're here. If you guys know what movie that's from, you're here because you're the best of the best of the best. If you know what movie that's from, you're some legends. Nobody ever comments on my movie trivia. What the hell, guys? Come on. That stuff just comes to me naturally, and nobody even says anything about it. And I've mentioned some good ass movies too, boys. I mean, where you guys could be racking up some hellified subscriber points. Anywho, now we have our bumpers. Oh yeah. And we ain't gonna muck around, guys. Don't worry. This is gonna turn into a 36 episode build. I'm serious. We're 28 minutes into this right now. This is gonna take maybe an hour, because you all know when it comes to Savages, I'm gonna slap this sucker together in 15 minutes. It's gonna be done. Because my shocks, if anything, it'll be a 2 or 3 or 4 part series. Maybe even just a 2 or a 3, guys, because the transmission is built and done. The only thing we have to do is equip the mill. We have to put a clutch on it, you know, and so forth like that, and get him prepped and ready to get slapped in there. But that's it, you know, that's it. And the transmission's fresh, rebuilt, good to go. So 1 episode for the mill, 1 episode for rebuilding the shocks and getting them. You can see how I drain them, take them apart, you know, put the fuel tubing on the inside. Right there's a prime example of what that little skinny ass fuel line that I bought that I said's no good. That's what we're going to use inside these boys. See, I told you, everything's got a purpose. So anywho, 1 episode for some shocks, 1 episode for the mill, 1 episode to slap it together. We're talking 3 or 4 episodes, guys, and we're out of here. So before you guys are going, you Rinxes and Lotuses out there are going, I've already seen this episode. No, you haven't seen that episode on this channel. You might have seen that episode on some other channel, but not this channel. Yeah, we're not going to do that. You know, I don't want to turn it into a 12 episode thing of me building 1 truck. You guys have suffered through enough with me doing the MP10T, even though that was really cool. You guys got to admit, building that truckie was freaking awesome. I freaking love that thing. I've been battling with myself, you know, ADHD moment here, guys, going off on a tangent, squirrel time. I've been thinking about buying another MP10T, just to have something to build, because it was so much fun putting that sucker together. Then I thought about doing the Associate buggy, and then I thought about doing the Associate carpet buggy, the B8. I think it's the B8 or B7. I don't know, Rinks. I just butchered that for you, brother. But whatever one that Rinks just bought. Or then I thought about doing the Kyosho road car kit. You know, yeah, I gotta build something. That's the ultimate build, guys. Like I said, building that during the video when I was putting it together. If you can get your hands on one of those to put one together, do it, because it's so much fun. And that sucker's sitting right behind me, just shining like a brand new penny. So yeah. Anywho, it ain't gonna take us very long to get this sucker together. And while we're doing this, we're gonna look and see if we have the plates what we need in the orange bag. Doobie doobie doo, strangers. Okay, boys. Didn't I just say we were gonna leave that up here so we can look through it and not have to lose it? Oh, ow! Just dropped the clutches. Hold on, folks. Make sure we got all of our orange stuff in here. Oh, I see the engine mount. That's all I care about. There's 1. And 2 with an engine mount. A good one. Good enough. And there's the other one. Now we need our orange cross braces. Yay, let's drop stuff on the floor. Oh, I got a hole in this bag, guys. My pens are about to fall out. So I got 1 more in here someplace, according to the head count. right there. Okay, done. All right, fellas, bear with me for a second. These are newer arms? No, these are not. These are the older ones too. Okay. Yeah, I got dog bones falling out of this. I gotta be careful, guys. I got a hole in the bottom of this freaking bag now. All right. Come here, guys. Gotta watch. We got stuff falling out everywhere. Hey, Nitro pup snuck out here and didn't even know it. All right, we're gonna stick him back in the box so we don't lose anything. So there's all of our orange cool beans. Now we can put the purple back down there. And we got our shocks already, so we can put the springs down there. And the other shocks down there. Gas tank. Gonna need a fuel tank, boys, and we're gonna use that one. That one with the braces, with the rubber padding on the back of it. We're gonna use that. Remember that one, Travis? Okay. So we got our fuel tank. Bada bing. What else do we have up here? Pull that box back out, boys, because we got a shock bag. Because we got the other 8 shocks up here that came off the black trade truck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Cool. So now those are good. We got a little bitty radial screw up here on the table. I don't know where that thing came from. Always bothersome when you find a itty bitty screw and don't know where it came from, but you know it should be someplace. Then I thought about the diffs, because the diffs I have with the green grease on them are the X diffs, which means that they have the extra planet gears in them, or the extra spider gears, as I call them. But yeah, we have a few of those. See, like there's another one. The green grease, and this is a fairly new one, so we might use that one, and that's why I keep them. I don't clean them off, because that way I know what grease is in them and I know what kind they are. So those two are the X's too, and don't worry guys, you aren't missing nothing. These are just cases I have. I have these. See this one? How clean that is? Oh, there's nothing on it. That's because this come off one of the shelf queens, and it's stock. That's a stock 20 Savage 21, stock 25 differential. There's one, and there's 2, right there. That's what those are. I know you guys can't see them, and I apologize for that. Then I have 1, 2, 3, or 4 more floating around down here in the bottom of the bag that are like this, and these are the X's too. Because you can spin them like this. You can do this with them and feel how tight that is. Then you do that with these, and they're really, really loose. That's because these are the old ones, the 25s. So we'll keep those in there. Keep the new 25 in there. Put the cases back in here. And what we'll probably do is we'll probably use these because they're already mounted. And see here. And these are the old school ones, I do believe. Because it all depends on the shock towers. Remember, guys, we had this happen the last time. Well, you can't see anything. Don't worry, you're not missing nothing. Just back there shuffling parts around. Hope it's not too damn loud on that phone. Oh, that's not good. Oh, here they are. Yeah, see, because these are off the Savage X's. See how they got the 3 holes, which is what I want. I want the 3 holes because I want to be able to put them all the way out on the end. So the shocks are almost straight up and down, kind of like a Baja format. You know, that's what I want, straight up and down. I don't want them at an angle, you know, or anything like that with that dampening Y effect. I want them straight up and down and stop that. So, and plus these are the newer ones where your pin holder go right through the front. Your bumper holders go through the front. So we're gonna see if we can find any of those after I dump and go. You see, here's the old school ones. These are the old school ones that screw into the sides of the bulkhead right there. That screw in right there. These shock towers are. These are not the ones that I want. I want the fully adjustable ones. And I have one. And I don't have any. At least I don't have any in this box. So, let's see what's in the tote. Let's see what's in the tote, guys. And we have them in here. Here's a brand new one. There's one. If there's one, that means there's 2. And there's 2. Right there. Okay. In like Flynn. In like Flynn. And I don't know where the other body post is at. Oh, we're using these too. The Inti rail mounts for the sides. Those are going on there too. I have shocks in this tote too that need to be taken care of. So yeah, there's all of that. We have those. Now we need to get our bulkheads and thingamajiggies. See, because they're already on. Everything is built in. These are the new age ones. These are the new ones where you pop the screws out and you pull the facing off the front and off the back. You don't need any of this stuff. The only thing we will need are the body posts. These are what we will need, because these right here will go through the shock towers. Once the shock towers are mounted in here, like so, they go in there like that. These will pin through there and hold the bumpers on. So I need to find 4 of these. And there's 1, there's 2, there's 3, and there's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I needed that one shock tower, or that body post. Right there's that. Needed that. Cool. And we need that one and that one. And there's a bar for the top if we decide to use the grab bar, like I said. There we go, boys. There's the bag full of those bulkheads, shock towers, and body mounts. So you back in there, and we have our differentials. We can throw that back down there. All right. 42 minutes in, guys. 42 minutes in. And the A-arms. And the A-arms. And here we go. Here's the RPMs, the RPM heavy duty arms, and how they're open on both sides, which will allow me to take one big bore on one side, like that, and one big bore on the other side, like that. Boom. There they are. They'll fit just right with just enough room. They're going to look massive. So, yep, 1 RPM arm, 2 RPM arms. There's the fronts. Right front, left rear. Yep, right front. Let me find the other one, boys. Here's the other one right here. Ba-boom. They go like that, and they go like that. Ba-boom. There's the fronts and the rears. There's the fronts, and then there's the rears. And then the uppers are... these suckers are brand new when I got them. I forgot. I still got the tails on where I cut them off the trees. Yep. There's 1 RPM, 2 RPMs, 3 RPMs, 4 RPMs. Boom. There's the uppers. 3, 4. Bump, 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 bump. And standard A-arms. And I still have 1, 2, 3, 4. I still have 4 upper RPM arms. Why? Because I screwed up, and when I built that truck for that guy, which I still regret doing and selling him, I gave him my low center of gravity, my LCG chassis. I gave him a blue body from 2003, which is worth about $150 right now, and I gave him a set of RPM arms. Yeah, wasn't one of my brighter moments in my selling adventures. Just trying to be a nice guy, you know. Never pays to be a nice guy. Never pays. Never pays. Because you learn real quick you're the only one being nice. So, okay, let's get him back underneath here and tucked away. So basically, I have one Savage in the plastic box, 1 Savage in the plastic bag, and I have 1 Savage up on deck that all need to be tore down, hardware stripped out, and organized and categorized back in these bags. So we're set to go, boys. We're ready to build. We are ready to build, with the exception of me going through my hardware box up there and pulling the A-arm pins out, pulling the A-arm pins out, the mounting brackets for the supports and stuff like that, and making sure that all those are in place. And with the exception of doing that, yeah, I mean, that's we're ready to go. We're cocked, locked, ready to rock. And right there, because I just said you can pull that front of that off, and boom, there you go. Shock tower is in, and then you got your bumper mounts, like I said, that go through the hole, ba-bam, and then they screw right into your bumper. So yeah, this is a ready-made deal, boys. Like I said, this is going to be done very, very fast. It ain't going to take but a minute. It ain't going to take but a minute to put this sucker together. It's going to go together good. Can't wait, can't wait, can't wait. There we go. Voila. So, that's done. Radio tray. We got to dig up some servos. I'll do all that off camera, guys. I won't run you through the pain and suffering of doing that, because we have our A-arms, our RPM A-arms right here. Check. 8 big bore shocks. Check. Bumper post, which I just stuck in there. There's 4 of them. Check. Upper A-arms, still with the trees hanging off of them. Check. Those are going up there. There's one set of, there's my front and back supports that go across those, your skid plates. Check. Intichi, silver. Yeah, look at them bad boys. Silver chassis braces that are going in there. Check. 1, 2 differentials. Shock towers. Done. I can put these diffs back in the bag. What did I do with them? They're down here. Why did we do that for, guys? Why did we do that for? But yeah, we got them. Them are done now. And square. What are you doing back there, Boo? Huh? What are you doing, Nitro Pup? You okay? Huh? What are you doing? You playing your biscuit? You better get it. What are you doing back there? He's been moping around today, guys. I think the weather's got him down too. He ain't acting like his usual self. My poor pup. Back there playing with a biscuit right now. Now, our C hubs and bearing carriers. Voila. Yes, sir, Bob. And once we do that, that's a wrap, fellas. Because we have our bumpers, we have our skid plates, we have our skid plate braces, we have our bell crank, we have our radio box, transmission, engine. I said engine, not motor. Get off, you guys. Get off. And shock towers, differentials, chassis plates, chassis braces, bulkhead braces, which go in the front. Both of those. 8 shocks, big bores, and the A-arms. We are cocked, locked, and ready to frickin' rock. Minus the hardware, minus the hinge pins, minus the linkages, and so forth like that, which are all right back here behind me. Little bitty tedious things. And the servos, which are up there in the boxes, which I have to go through and test to find a good set of those, you know, through my junk servo bags, because we're not going to order and throw new servos on here, even though I am thinking about it. I am thinking about it, because I have a $150 gift card from Amazon that I won, guys. I can buy a couple goodies for $150 through Amazon. I can damn sure get me a few servos and a couple other trinkets. Been thinking about it. Or for $136 more dollars, for $136, I can get another one of these and have me another brand new 4.6 setting up here. Might do that too. Anywho, so we'll get all that done. Y'all already know that the road rages are going on it. Yeah, these bad rocks are going on it. Everybody's like, well, why don't you use a bigger tire for jumping? Thinking about it. I'm thinking about it. You know, I've thought about going and buying the Pro line, because I've had them before. They're just $80 actually for a set of 4. I've been thinking about going back to my Pro shop and buying the Pro line, not the mulchers. What are they? I bought them and then took them back. I bought them from my Max, from my X Max, but they're way too small. They're about this size, and but they have an X Max tread on them. I can't remember what they're called, boys. I'll let you know. You'll know if I order them, because you guys will see them when I bring them here. But I can go get those with the wheel adapters and knock it down and put them on here, and they would give me more tire. They're wider and a little bit like a ½ inch taller, and I think a 1/4 inch wider on both sides, so it would be a bigger footprint, more cushion on top of the big bore shocks, more pillowy on the landing, more bounce, more hop on the jump. So I'm thinking about doing that too, and putting these on one of the Speed Demons back here, either on the Problem or the Beast truck. You know, that's for speed, not Grubby. Grubby's a flyer, but I thought about putting them on one of those trucks too. So we don't know yet. That's up in the air. That is up in the air as well. But we all I gotta do is grab a few of these, preferably new ones. There's one. Yeah, there's one. We all know that, and there's 2. All the bearings are up there too. And there's 3. And another new one. And there's 4. Bam. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the dog bones, the hardware, all the bearings, all the tie rod ends. Tie rod ends are in a bag too. I have the brand new air filter. It's right up here in this box. Brand new air filter. So, and the tie rods are in one of these boxes too. Those are just laying here. There's a whole shit ton of them. So those are covered too. Yeah, so everything's right here, guys. This is it. 52 minutes in. You guys watch me get all the parts out. This is what's going to happen. This is all going to turn into a truck, and it'll happen very, very quickly. So, yeah, we'll get started on that. We might do a show where I put the front end together, the back end together, and the shocks like we did the last time for the Beast build. You know, we might do that, and we might do an episode where we do the engine, the chassis, and the radio box. You know, and get that in with the servos. We might do that too. I don't know yet. We'll see how it goes. We're going to play it by ear. You know, I don't want to turn this into another big long build. You know, like I said, 4 episodes, cool. 4 is tops. So that's what we're going to do. And I officially have everything I need right now in front of me. And here they are. There's all the turnbuckles to build this truck. Everybody's like, well, why aren't you going with the heavy duty ones? You know, why don't you go with the adjustable ones or whatever? You know, these are the heavy duty ones. Some of these are tinted purple. You know, that doesn't matter to me. One's going one way, going right. There's a front. You know, and there's another front, and there's another front. You know, and another one. And there's a back, and there's a back, and there's another one, and there's another front. So there's my 2 fronts, and those are black ones, or there's one black, one purple. One black, one purple. So we'll do it like this. We'll do it like this. We're gonna go here. These look a little bit different. Yep. There's the fronts, and there's the backs. Done. Done, done, dun, dun, dun. Now, everything, including the chicken wing, is up here to build this truck, boys and girls. So, if you made it with me this far, listen to me blabble, 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 and waffle, 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 and you guys see what I'm going to build, and you see my my mad science-ness about building these big-ass shocks up. Just, I mean, look at that. Whoever built this one killed it, because this sucker won't even collapse. It's so full of shit. So, yeah, we're going to have to go through here and empty these dogs out, because these have the preloads on top, too. See, right there? The big bores have the preloads on top, the preload springs. 2 sets of springs are on this shock. Yes, they are. Now, I could totally remove that top spring, collapse these down, and then kill them on the inside and make the whole shock half the size. I can make that whole shock that size, which would drop it right down to the ground. Or do I want it standing up? I don't want it standing up. I want it down to the ground low with killer suspension, like a Baja truck. You know, Baja trucks are the same way. They stay right here and all the suspension works for them. That's what I want, because those suckers jump a mile. And they don't ever bottom out. They don't break. It's just the way they're set up. That's where I'm going with this idea, fellas. You'll see. I did this back in the day. I did it back in the day when I put big shocks like this. Well, not big bores. I didn't have them back then. But you put like a big shock, like a Losi shock or something like that on a buggy. You know, you collapse it down, you kill it, and you throw it like on an 8 scale. It's ridiculous. But anywho, if you guys made it with me this long, I greatly appreciate it. Now you see what OG's doing next. On top of dealing with this mess, trying to get my things around and playing with a few toys of mine, like as you've seen. Got my boy right here, even though a lot of you guys ain't gonna like him. That's a bad rascal. I don't give a shit what you say. This is a bad machine. This is a 4S or 6S, whichever one I want to run it on. Right now I'm running it on 4S. It's a Hobeo or Hongnor, if you want to call it that. LX2 E, the big E. And you see these tires are slicked down for a reason, because this sucker's fast. It is heavier than 15 dead homeboys. I mean, this thing, I bet it weighs 20 something pounds. It is heavy, 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 heavy. Huge shocks, white springs. This thing's a chunk, and it is exactly like my LX Nitro, my LX2 Nitro. It's the twin. It just is electric. I mean, there's not even places in the bottom of it for a flywheel. Just look at that. There's no flywheel cut out or any place like that. That's your transmission. That's your spur gear. There's not even a flywheel spot. So this is a straight up E-buggy, and he flies. Yes, he does. He flies really good. But I've been mucking around with him gonna break him out and run him up and down the street. But anywho, that's what we're doing, guys. You see where we're going, and we're gonna start getting things a little organized and dive into this probably tomorrow. Get the rest of this crap all around here taken care of that you guys see at the introduction to the video. I got shit everywhere. I haven't even been in the live streams in 2 days because there's crap everywhere. But I'm trying to get this organized because it's been nice weather here, guys. It's been in the 40s, 50s for 2 days now. But I have this feeling, being a country boy and getting caught with your pants down and not having enough firewood and stuff like that, I got a feeling it's coming, and it's coming real quick. And when it hits, it's going to hit, and we're not going to have no time to do anything. So I've been trying to get everything here to keep me busy when the snow does hit. Everybody, I'd be out running right now. Yeah, well, there's also things that need to be done too, you know. And I thought about running grubby tomorrow if the weather's anything like it is today, because we're supposed to have like 13 inches of snow coming in the next, what's today, 7th? Next 3 days. Next 3 days is supposed to start. So there's a lot of stuff that needs to be done besides running a Nitro truck outside right now. I got to get things prepared in here to keep my sanity. So that being said, if you guys made it this far, love you, like you, respect you, appreciate you, each and every one of you guys. Man, thanks so much, guys, for the 230 plus subs that I had. You guys are rocking it. Thanks so much for the gabs and gabs and gabs of comments that you guys are giving me. Thanks so much for all the new subs that have come in, you know, and stuff like that. You know, it's overwhelming for somebody like me. It is, and I really appreciate every bit of it that you guys do. And like I said, if you're not quite jiving with what I'm doing, look at my comments, look at my subs. You know, I have some very knowledgeable subs, and go check their channels out. Give them a shot. You know, maybe support them. I don't care whether it's me or them or both of us or none of us. But you know, give them a shot. You know, give them a try. You might meet one of them that you click with and that you understand things with better than the way I'm spelling it out. You know, or somebody else does. You never know. But I'm surrounded by a very large group of very knowledgeable guys. You know, like myself. I don't know everything, but I know a little. Been doing it long enough. You can't do it for as many years as I have and not learn something, you know. But I'm surrounded by other like-minded, intelligent RC men and women, you know, and you can always learn from somebody. So check us all out if you would, please. I appreciate it. OGs, Nitro's RCs, coming at you from my extremely destroyed Nitro corner right now, which is killing my OCD. So you know it won't stay like this very long, guys, because I'm losing my mind. But we'll get it all straightened out. OGs, Nitro, RCs, coming at you from the Nitro corner, episode 55. You've seen some mail call, you've seen future plans, you know what's going on. Stay with me, guys. More fun stuff to come, because this is where we get shit done. Okay? Peace out, boys and girls. I'll catch you in the next one. See ya.